Good morning, friends, and welcome to another vlog. The time is currently 9:51. We are just doing our morning feed right now. Got our coffee. It's time to get ready for the day. So this is actually my first vlog on my new camera. My first camera ever, actually. And yesterday I was just so excited about it. I actually filmed a TikTok on this camera. I'm personally kind of happy with how it turned out. It was a little get ready with me. It didn't really perform well on TikTok, but you know, it's fine. If you want to check out my TikTok, you definitely should. It's morgan.lee1. Speaking of TikTok, randomly a video of my son blew up last night, and I was just like, that's crazy, because I actually posted a few days ago, but it just randomly blew up last night. I just think that's like insane. I thought the video was really cute, so I'm glad that other people are appreciating it too. I definitely want to get like another video of him later today. I just know that he's not gonna like stay that size forever. Like capturing those little moments on video is nice because at least I have like some way to like capture the moment, you know? Kind of talking about this the other day in one of my TikToks, but he's currently a newborn size, but he's basically outgrown it and is already like in that 0 to 3 category, and it just makes me kind of sad. I don't know if it's because he's my first or if that's just like a normal thing that like all moms experience. Maybe I'm one of the only ones. I don't know. If you're a mom, let me know. Like, do you get sad when your child moves into the next size group of clothing? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm definitely happy that he's like growing and thriving, but it's like, you need to slow down. I was looking at his hospital photos the other day. I'm like, how has he grown this fast already? Like, how has the time just like passed me by? I mean, it might have a little to do with like sleep deprivation, but that can't be the whole thing of it, you know? Like every day I always try to make it a point to just spend at least 5 minutes getting myself ready for the day, because we spend so much time taking care of our little ones. It's really easy to just kind of forget to take care of yourself. But if you're not getting taken care of, how can you care for others, you know? I feel like I'm more productive, definitely feel more put together. Really, like if 5 minutes of your day like can make such a big difference in the rest of your day, like just take those 5 minutes for yourself. I'm typically using those 5 minutes like with my morning pump or with him strapped onto me. Thankfully, that's not the situation right now. I'm not always lucky enough that he's taking a morning nap, so I usually have to incorporate him into the routine, which is fine. No matter what way you're squeezing those 5 minutes in, find a way. Like it's important that you find a way. All right, my makeup is done. It is now time to get dressed. Not sure what I'm gonna wear today, but I know it is really cold outside. Let me check what it is. It's the temperature, and it's 28 degrees right now, so honestly, not as bad as it's been. The other day was like 12 degrees. Definitely gonna wanna dress warm if I'm going out anywhere. Honestly, just wanna dress warm for the house because we got like hard floors in here and I need some socks because my feet are getting cold. All right, so I just finished a pump. I'm gonna show you guys how I store my milk. I've tried a few different things in his first few weeks of life, and this is just what works best for me. So I thought I'd share it because it's a storage method that I haven't quite heard of before. So I have 2 containers, a pour today container and a tomorrow stash container. Since it's the morning, it's time to move everything over. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the pour today stash. And then I'm gonna go ahead and move over tomorrow's stash into today's. So anything that I have left over from the for today section that I just removed out, I'm gonna go ahead and store this in some freezer bags and put that in my freezer since this was excess that my baby didn't need. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pour my morning pump into a new mason jar. All right, I got my morning pump in here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put this lid on that says morning. These are really cool. I found them at Walmart. They actually screw on. I felt like they're a little bit more safer than the metal ones that it comes with. It's a lot more easier to reuse that way. One of the reasons I switched to mason jars is it's really cost effective as you can just reuse the jars. But I actually do label all the jars. So I have a nighttime label, I have a midday label. So that way, whenever I go to feed my baby, I'm always feeding him one that matches up with the current time. That way he has like high melatonin milk when it's nighttime. That way I don't mess up his circadian rhythm. And then the milk that I just pumped today is going to go in the box that says tomorrow's stash. So basically I pump milk for the next day, if that makes sense. So the milk I pumped today is for tomorrow, and the milk I'm feeding him today is from yesterday. Now with this leftover milk, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in some freezer bags. So Mason is 7 weeks old, and I'm almost filled up 3-gallon size freezer bags of breast milk in storage. I feel very fortunate that I've had such a supply that I could do so. I'm actually going to fill up the 3rd bag with you guys today and just kind of walk you through how I personally do it. This one's from December, and then this one's from December and a little bit of January. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. As you can see, I have a few bags in it already, but I also have quite a few more that I need to add in. All right, so I'm using a gallon-sized freezer bag, and I'm moving from right to left, and I'm doing it from the oldest milk to the newest precious milk. That way, whenever I do go in to de-thaw them, I can just pull them out in order, and I'm using the oldest first. The next thing that I also like to do is, if this one is standing upright, I'll have the next one go in upside down, because these bags, they do kind of freeze like a triangle shape. And that way, if I have them one upright, one upside down, you can see it creates more of a rectangle rather than like having it all thick out the bottom and thin at the top. Then to maximize my storage space, I'm going to try to squeeze as many as I can in the sides and at the top of the bag. After that, I'm gonna just try to get all the air out that I can and seal up this bag. And there we go. We have quite a bit of milk in this bag for not too much space being taken up. So this is currently my freezer stash collection, and Mason is not even 2 months old yet. So I would say that I have a pretty good stash started. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in my freezer. I know that these are good for 6 months in the freezer. I know they're better even longer in a deep freezer, but I don't have one at the moment. Today has not been his best day. I think last night he started his 6-week sleep regression because he just has not gotten much sleep. And if he does sleep, he wakes up really fast and is just super fussy. I'm usually really good at like reading his cues and reading what he needs. But right now he just seems like to be whining, and I don't think he even knows what he needs exactly. I think I'm gonna go ahead and give him a bath. So I'm hoping that maybe a bath and maybe some lotion and like a nice little massage will kind of help settle him, and maybe he can finally get the sleep that he needs. I do have some leftover breast milk that is not good anymore to be fed to him, so I think I'm gonna try a milk bath. I've never done it with him before, but I know there's a lot of benefits to a milk bath, so maybe that can help him out. So I'm about to give him his bath. I logged it on the NURSERY app. This app, it's not sponsored or anything. It's just something that I personally recommend. I really like it. My best friend used it and she put me on the app. I find it really helpful. I also use this app for like his milk to see how much he's drinking and to time my pumping sessions and see how much I'm getting out of my pumping sessions. I also like to use it to track his sleep. That's how I know that you're having a little sleep regression right now. I used to also track his diapers on that app as well during his first few weeks of life, just because when the pediatrician was like asking me like, how much is he eating? How much is he drinking? All this stuff. I was so sleep deprived that like, I really wouldn't know the answers if it wasn't for the app telling me. the next day. We are gonna go out to eat right now. Hi, baby. The Dunkin app. You need to get the Dunkin app. Not sponsored. Ever since I've had the Dunkin app, I haven't paid full price on coffee from Dunkin. Today we're going, and I'm going to be using this deal where I get a coffee for $1, and then next week I can get another coffee for $1. Mason loves car rides. Today we're trying a new drink. I haven't had this one before. Iced Cocoa Mocha Signature Latte. This is really good. It tastes like a hot chocolate with some coffee. I'm usually a white chocolate coffee kind of girly. Comment down below what your go-to coffee drink is. We are back home now. Mason's asleep, so I'm going to use this opportunity to do some dishes and clean up around the house. We currently don't have a dishwasher. Hopefully that will change, but for now, I'm the dishwasher. So using this like soap dispensing sponge brush has really helped me get the dishes done faster. I have it listed on my Amazon storefront. I'll also link it down below. I really love it because once it gets to the point where it needs replacing, I can just replace the sponge head of it. This box used to be like completely filled up with sponges, but clearly I need to order some more. The dishes are done. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do some organizing now. I'm gonna actually make a separate video on this. I'll have it linked on the screen somewhere. This year, I really wanted to focus on decluttering and living more minimalistically. So one of my goals in 2024 is just to kind of go through every section of my house and just look at everything that I have and ask myself if I really need it. Whenever I am in the mood to kind of declutter, I always try to take myself up on that while I have the energy to do so.